Hello to everyone. Today in my video I will introduce fraction for class 6. It is a very easy chapter, so let's start. In the adjoining figure, one part of two equal parts have been shaded. The shaded part is one half of the whole. It is represented by 1/2. So that means half of the whole. In the next figure, two parts out of 5 equal parts has been shaded. The shaded part has 2/5 of the whole. It is represented by 2/5. That means 2/5 means that 2/5 of the whole. 1/2 fractions like 1/2 and 2/5 are fractions that are a part of a whole, and these all are equal parts of a whole. This is also equal part. Okay. Now 5/12 is a fraction. Wait a minute. 5/12 is a fraction. So, what does 12 stand for? It is the number of equal parts which have been taken. So, 5/12 represents 5/12 of a whole. So, it represents a fraction is a number which represents a part of a whole. The whole may be a single object or a group of objects. The upper portion 20/45 is a fraction that in upper portion you can see that it is written 20. The 20 can have any other number, and the upper part which can have any other number other than 20 is called numerator. This is the upper part of a fraction, and the below part, that is 45 and can be another number just like 20, is called the denominator. And the line between the numerator and the denominator, that is 20 and 45, is called the division line. Okay, so let's do some warm up for the introduction. So I will give some questions. If the questions ask you what is the written fraction, the drawn fraction in the sums, so we will write in the first figure, we will write 1/4 because one part is shaded of a full whole that have 4 parts. Next, it has total 4 parts and 3 parts of shaded. So we will write 3/4. So this is also a fraction drawing that has 8 equal parts. So what is the fraction written over here? We will write 4/8 because 4 parts are shaded of 8 parts. So we will write 4 upon 8. Next question. So what is the fraction drawn in here? There are 2 whole parts that are equal and 1 part is shaded. So we will write 1 by 2. That is also known as half. These are also fraction diagrams that you have to mention what the fraction is. So the whole part is 8. So the 2 parts are shaded. So we will write 2 upon 8. And in this fraction diagram, it is given the whole part is equal. So there are 4 equal parts and this one is shaded. So we will write 1 upon 4. Now we will learn how many types of fractions are there. There are 5 types of fraction. And I will name them. One is proper fraction, other is improper fraction, and then like fraction, then unlike fraction, and then is mixed fraction. And in the part 2 video, I will also explain about equivalent fractions. So now we will learn about proper fractions. What are proper fractions? Proper fractions are that proper fractions have less numerator than the denominator. Just for example, I am writing 4 by 18. So the denominator is greater than the numerator and the numerator is lesser than the denominator. This is known as proper fraction. So now I will tell you about improper fractions. Improper fractions are the opposite of proper fractions, that is, they have greater numerator than the denominator. Just for example, I am writing 78 by 45. So here the denominator is lesser than the numerator and the numerator is greater than the denominator. This is an example of improper fraction. Now I will tell you about like fractions. Like fractions are those that have the same denominator. They have 2 or more fractions that have the same denominator. For example, I am writing 2 by 9, 7 by 9 and 5 by 9. So these are fractions that have the same denominator. And now I will tell you about unlike fractions. And unlike fractions are also the opposite of like fractions, that they do not have the same denominator in 2 or more fractions. For example, I am writing 6 by 78, 7 by 9 and these are fractions that do not have the same denominator, and the fraction that do not have the same denominator is known as unlike fractions. And in the next video, I will introduce mixed fractions that can be converted into improper fractions. So, thank you for today and thank you for seeing my video. Thank you. Bye-bye.